Now, residents of Kwabenya are agitated about the nature of their roads, and at a press conference today, the residents threatened to embark on a demonstration on September 4 if their bad roads are not fixed. Joining me in the studio are two residents of Kwabenya, Adongo Anderson and Amwa Daniel. Gentlemen, thank you for your time. Tell us about it. You've lived there for almost 20 years, each of you. What is the reality of the situation with your roads?
Thank you very much. Kwabenya roads have been very bad for a long time now, and we've always had the excuse from our MP that their government is not in power, so there's nothing they can do, very little for them to do. And we have done all that we could over the years for our roads to be fixed. It's so terrible that, my brother, if I have to stress more on it, when we talk about issues about health, it's very difficult for our women to access the hospital when they are, especially pregnant women. When you look at the dust that is settling on the food vendors on the roadside, it's terrible. We have done all that we could, but nothing is being done. If you recall, 2-3 months ago, we embarked on the same demonstration, and it was intervened by our Honorable Minister, and we called it off. And it was promised that the roads are going to be constructed, but we haven't seen anything for the past 3 months. It has become necessary. Unfortunately, we did not wish that it would come to this stage, but we have no choice than to let the government in power know that we are suffering. Businesses are collapsing on the road. Okay, security is terrible. The police cannot respond quickly to distress calls in the houses inside the community. Before they get there, they might possibly meet the armed robbers on the road, giving them direction to where they have to go. It's terrible, and we have no choice than to take this way of making our plight known to the people of Ghana and to the government of Ghana for them to do something about it.
Who specifically are you aiming this demonstration at? Is it the roads minister, or who in government are you hoping to catch their attention?
Well, we as residents and business owners of Kwabenya, we believe that the roads are to be fixed by the government. And whichever way, whoever is in charge, whether it's the Minister of Roads, whether it's the President, whether it's our MP, we want the roads to be fixed. I mean, it is no news when you apply the rules of Kwabenya. A lot of the ministers live there. They know what is going on. We don't need to go, attacking anybody. They know what is the reality. But we just don't understand why they tend to neglect Kwabenya completely. We don't see anything going in Kwabenya, and it's terrible.
Now, you said earlier that you've been appealing for these roads for quite a while now, yeah, and that the previous response was that their party is not in government. So were you appealing to the opposition party to come and fix your roads?
If I should throw my mind back, prior to the last elections, part of the roads in Dome was tarred. Within 24 hours, we got up one morning and we saw that the roads were tarred. So it's possible something can be done. It's just that the people in charge are just refusing, or something we do not understand. And it's so painful sometimes that we put people in leadership. We expect them to try and solve problems of the people in the society, but rather they tend to want to make their lives more comfortable, and then we rather be suffering.
I guess the question I was asking was, who were you appealing to? Who was responding to you that our party is not in government? Who was telling you that?
Our honorable member, Ajwasafo.
Oh, okay, your member of parliament.
Yes, Ajwasafo.
But if you want roads, why appeal to the member of parliament? Why not the roads minister at the time?
Can I chip in?
Of course, Daniel.
Very good. What I can say now, when it reaches the time of election, especially when they are going around to do their campaign, what our honorable member said to us on floor of campaign He said when he come back to power, he's going to fix our road for us. Now, sometimes in the background, some of the MPs, they always say MPs doesn't do road. So, when you don't do road, the time of campaign, you always say that when you come to power, you are going to fix the road for us. Once you know MP doesn't do road. So what we are appealing to Adwoa Safo, they have to bid for us so that our road can be fixed.
So are you giving them a deadline? What are you expecting? What response are you expecting from them, and by what time?
If I should add to that, we believe that our Honorable Minister could possibly be lobbying. That's what we are told, that she's lobbying. But we have realized that if she's lobbying, then it's not something the people in charge are listening to. So we are embarking on this demonstration to let our voices be heard, so that if they are ignoring her at the top seat of government, then we are making sure that the government knows that, okay, Adwoa Safo, our honorable member, is lobbying, but you are not listening to her. Now we are coming on the road to make sure that you listen to us and know that we are suffering in Kwabenya.
Okay, we can see some visuals of these roads and the state in which they currently are. You can see that none of them are tarred, and they are covered with massive potholes and puddles when it rains, making them very, very difficult to motor. Yeah, and of course the entire community of Dome and Kwabenya are covered with roads in this state. So finally, are you giving government a deadline? Are you giving them an ultimatum? What do you want them to do specifically, and by when?
What's happening now is that we called a press conference today. What we are saying by this press conference is we are very disappointed in the way the government has more like neglected Kwabenya. So we are going on a demonstration on the 4th of September. And we believe that if we come out in our numbers and demonstrate, they may listen to us. So we are not giving any deadline for anything. We are coming on the 4th of September to do our demonstration. Maybe, possibly, if the president sees that Dome Kwabenya, the largest constituency in Ghana, and the constituency that votes a lot for MPP, if they see that we are agitating for our roads and they do something about it, so be it. If they ignore it, so be it.
Adongo and Daniel, we wish you the very best of luck with your endeavors.
Thank you very much.